behind it. Like
More pointed there.
huh?
Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday. And then I can see, yeah, it's better. I don't have to be so close.
Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a hectic week. I don't know about yours, but mine has been going. So.
It has been a very psychotic week. It's been a very, last week, this week, it's just Monday, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So how was your weekend?
How was your weekend? How was your, I hope everybody had a, fantastic Mother's Day.
I was eating highway on Mother's Day. My son was playing with the AAU team, so one day we were in Fort Washington, PA. The next day we're in Hartford, PA. And Mother's Day was for Hartford, PA. So it was like an hour and 40 minutes away.
Why would they have a basketball game on Mother's Day?
Because they're men.
Yeah. Yeah, why would they have a basketball game on Mother's Day?
No. But, hey, then my job as a mom was there. He won. We went home.
Aww.
And I slept. They actually had a Jamaican party here last Saturday night. So I was here working that. That was interesting. But it was a great time. They had a great turnout, you know.
And see, I got, mothers that actually do stuff like travel, because it wouldn't be me. He had to catch a bus or something. I'd be
I was not happy, but you know what? It's for my kid.
Investing in his future.
Exactly. Even though he's 17.
That's what parents do, though.
True that.
Well, those places he can't really kind of get to, on his own.
Oh, no. But he's 17 and get his license, and he can get there on his own if he chose to.
On your car insurance, though? I don't know.
Look, as long as I
I don't know if I have a 17-year-old driving
if I can stay in and sleep in, hey, I'm there. I'm there. Exactly. And then Sunday, I kind of just chilled out. My kids came over, and we vegged, and, you know.
I had refrigerators moved and refrigerators.
How was that?
That was horrible.
They cussed you out again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. The one dude was like, he just kept looking. He looked at the stairs, and he looked at me. He looked at the stairs, and he looked at me. I said, why are you looking like it's going to be your last day at work? He was like, it might. He kept looking at me. And he was like, so they had to take the railing off. The doors off the refrigerator. Then they get it up there, and then they tell me that they can't remove the old one.
Oh, I know they won't have.
I was like, what? Because I was like, oh, this one, you probably don't have to take the doors off. He's like, oh, we're not taking that. I'm like, what? What you mean?
They weren't happy.
I was like, what you mean you're not taking the old one? So I'm just sitting here with 2 refrigerators in my house. So I called my girlfriend's husband. Shout out to Shabaka. I love me and Shabaka, baby. Oh, man.
Shabaka's just your main man for maintenance. That's your maintenance man for real.
Yeah, that's my side piece for maintenance. That's my side piece for maintenance. So he came over, and by this point, Sunday, now, you know, it was pouring outside. So you know how my kitchen is that tile brownish. Right. So now the refrigerator is unplugged. It's leaking. There's water everywhere. Now there's mud and water everywhere. So, okay, it's just me and Shabaka. And I'm like, how you gonna get this down the steps? So I had to take my belt. He had the dolly. So he went on the bottom of the stairs. I had to take my belt and hold the dolly with the refrigerator. I had flip-flops on mine. Going down. Oh my God, I was gonna die.
Isn't this where you say this is where you need a man?
Yeah. And then the refrigerator's blocking, so he had to move the truck to bring it right there so we could just push it over. He said, I'll be back. I said, well, I'll be here because the refrigerator blocking it. I'm not going anywhere. I hope ain't no fire. I'm burnt up.
He gonna crawl over that refrigerator like you hit off.
And he had to take the front door off. Yeah.
The whole front door?
The whole front door off.
Not just the banister.
No, he didn't take the banister down. I think if they take that banister down one more time, it just gonna die. That banister is gonna have it.
Like, really?
Yeah, he had
no
to take,
more.
Because he said even if he'd have took the banister down, he would have still not gotten through the door.
Okay.
So he had to take the whole door off. Yes, he had to take the whole entire door off.
Damn, girl, so how long did it take him?
We was there about a good 30, 40 minutes. Yeah, because you got to take the door off. Then, I mean, when I say I was holding the belt, because I'm sitting here like, if I let this slip and it rolls on top of him and his wife ain't never going to forgive me. I was like, she ain't never going to forgive me. So, yes, I'm going with a refrigerator down the steps, like holding it. And I'm like,
just all discombobulated.
So I'm like, that was my weekend. Fun stuff.
So
when I move from there, I'm leaving everything.
Well, can I take your Coach collection?
Honey, y'all go up there. I'm not taking no clothes. I'm gonna take my water bottle, my purse, and I'm walking away.
Oh, you're not gonna take all your other Coach purses?
I'm not taking nothing.
Yeah, all right.
Furniture,
she says this now.
It's gonna be a fully furnished apartment. Drawers, bras, clothes,
she said
everything.
Bras,
I'm not taking. I'm not moving. Nothing else from that apartment. I am so over it. So yeah, I said if I can get a fully furnished apartment, because I'm not doing it. Oh, let me see if this works. Are we having audio technical difficulties? We're having audio right now. I can't go on. Are we? Can you hear me? We can't hear you?
They can hear us.
Okay.
But there's one server that is not picking up. So while she's doing that, let me run down. On Thursdays at the Imperial Ballroom, we have online dancing, which you can call actually line dancing, not online. They have line dancing between the hours of 6 and 9 every Thursday here at 219 West Landis Avenue in Vineland, New Jersey. It's, I think, $7 per person, and it's taught by Audrey. So if you're in the Cumberland County area, you know who she is. She is well known, and I think she knows every line dance out there. But it's on Thursdays. We're gonna have it this Thursday. We'll have it every Thursday till August. And Audrey's once again is the one who's teaching it, and we hope to see you here. We also have on Sundays we have cabaret night where you BYOB your own liquor, and you can come in here and listen to 2 different rooms that are playing music, and you can get it in. You know what I mean? Just come out and support. 219 West Landis Avenue for the line dancing with Audrey. Then on May 20th, they're having Farm to Table. On our page, on Mind Elevation, you can get on there and you can reserve your seat there. Are you still going, Zell?
Yes, I'm definitely going.
So it's a nonprofit organization that helps the kids of Cumberland County do many things on a farm between farming the land and teaching them how to manage farmland. So it's Farm to Table, May 20th. The link and everything is on our Facebook page on Mind Elevation. Just go ahead and click it, and then become part of it. Now, also, me and Zell also have a ab competition going on, and it is till June 5th?
June 4th.
June 4th.
Is the day before my birthday. I will be accepting gifts.
Or whatever.
I'll be 46, so, and I need to lose some weight. So
she's gonna be beach body. She wants beach body.
Well, I got what's in the beach, whale body. So. But I actually, last week I said I was 195. Actually, I'm 198. So I technically got 13 pounds now to lose to get to 185. And I will be giving $100 to, if I do not make 185 pounds, like if I'm 186, $100 will be going to one of, and I'm adding somebody. So it's either going to be Farm World, Nurture to Love, which is Risha Gillis. What is that? Next Level Elite You, which is Kareem. Or Truth Be Told Barbershop, which is Corey.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I added Corey, he does a lot of, he helps a lot of kids get free haircuts and stuff like that. So, I would, I told him I would give him money because he did a Mother's Day. And he's my,
wow.
Honestly, Corey Bard is my inspiration, my motivation, and I'm going to tell you why he's my motivation. He's going to help me lose this weight.
Oh, you're cheating.
Well, this is because of...
You already got one personal trainer. No, that is so foul.
His words. His words.
Corey, yeah, you and Corey are going to have some words.
What happened was...
What happened?
Mother's Day, he was giving away 5 free haircuts to mothers for Mother's Day. So I took Tina down there Saturday. So I'm hungry, right? So he has these chips on, for sale. And I asked him, I said, how much are the chips? He said $1. So I got the chips and I'm eating the chips. Mind my business, I'm eating the chips. So I go to give him $2 and he was like, it's $1. And I said, no, I had 2 bags. He said, oh, I thought we was trying to do something with all this here.
Oh.
And mind you, the barbershop was not, it was people in there. He wasn't quiet about it either. And rubbed the midsection. He said, I thought you was trying to do something with all that here. I said, oh. So, and it was like little bags of chips. It wasn't even, so I was like, oh, okay, all right, this is how we going to do it. So I'm motivated like that.
How motivated are you?
I am motivated.
Okay, so motivated, like
he
evening.
Said that Saturday, Sunday morning, I did not feel like one of those. It was raining, and I was like, yeah, I could just lay back in this bed. And I got on that scale. I said, no, you need to go to the gym and get dressed and go to the gym right now. So I'm motivated.
It is hard though. I think after you get a certain age, after 40, your metabolism starts to slow down, and
people don't realize
your body's not as agile as when you were younger.
And I'm active. It's not like I'm not active. It's not like I don't work out.
Right.
It's very difficult to lose weight after you hit 40.
True.
Like once you hit 40, that's a wrap.
I think it was after 5 years after 40 for me. It started to.
Really? 5 years? Oh, yeah, no, mine
started to slow down.
All right, when I about hit 40, that was it.
Like this year? Y'all gonna have me fluffy at the beach. I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
And you kind of get to 40 and you don't even care
anymore. I really don't. I don't.
Yeah. When you hit 40, I think that's just a change of, I just don't feel comfortable, like, with clothes and, being naked.
That's my
little
point.
Things like that, like
that
being
right there.
naked,
that right there. That right there.
Yeah, I tell people and they be like, "Oh, you don't look like you almost 200 pounds." Well,
clothes are very good.
Yeah, it's like hide stuff.
Exactly.
And then you slim it. It slims down, so
and rock it well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's kind of like
I'm okay with it though.
Like, cause when I had to, I changed my closet maybe a month ago. I took all my spring clothes, switched them.
Right.
So I was like, had all spring stuff. Something said, you better try that stuff on. You really better try it on. And I had put on these little khaki type pants. And they were like dress. They weren't jeans. They were like pants. Slacks. Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do it.
They wouldn't even zipper. And my stomach was just hanging. I said, oh, God. I said, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, so I'm not even worried about it.
So you're going to go on a liquid diet?
Well, that was like a month ago. And the girl that works says, Zell, just don't do it and just buy clothes that fit. You'll feel better. She said, you won't be, she said, it's depressing. Just keep trying to squeeze. And I said, I know.
But it's also motivation to sit there and say.
No, it hurts. I had jeans on so tight one time. They were so tight. I said, I'm about to have a circulation cut.
And that's a shame because vanity shouldn't be an issue for women when they get to us. For women, period. For people, period. Man or female. Vanity is one of them
I think
issues.
It's worse with women, though, because men try to hold us. And I hate, this is one of my pet peeves. Men want us to have a Beyonce body, but they look like Rick Ross
They,
before
right.
surgery.
They want a Barbie, but they not Ken.
They not Ken.
Right. Right. But see, when a person loves themselves, it doesn't, that vanity isn't an issue. You're no longer doing it for somebody else. You're doing it for you. For you. Which is completely different. The reason why I'm doing it is for health reasons. I have, you know, both my parents had high blood pressure, diabetes, problems with their thyroid. Arthritis. Right. And even though, you know, they were vegan, but they still had their health issues with growing old. You know what I'm saying? Happens. With the arthritis and all those other issues. So if I can see that and prevent it for myself and prolong it as long as I can, best believe I am. It's not a vain issue. It's not that. It's health. Right. It's I want, even though I don't think, you know, I want to live to 100 if God calls me sooner than that. But I want to be a healthy 100. I want to still be playing tennis or golf or going swimming or sunbathing or whatever I want to do. Boys. No, I don't know, but that's your domain.
Well, they'd be like 80 young.
That's still your domain. They'd be like 80 young. That would still be like 15 to me. I like some maturity behind that because I need stability.
Well, 80, they gonna be mature.
Not necessarily. You see these young men nowadays? 80? Girl, when they turn 80s when they're ready to settle down. Why? Probably, you know. Yeah. No. Because they about half a nothing round.
Well, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Because I am never, ever negative like that.
She just let one fly. I'm sorry. That one passed the filter. That passed the filter. But, you know, it's important that you eat well and you exercise. Besides, it makes you feel great.
My family. My family is just loaded
with all those health issues.
Yes.
Created by food.
Like my dad's side is arthritis. My mom's side is diabetes.
Right.
So it's like kind of, and I notice how I feel when I'm heavier.
Right.
Like when I have more weight on me. Like my knees hurt. I'm tired all the time. I'm exhausted. It's just like, it's not that I don't think I'm still sexy.
Right.
It's just I don't feel well.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't feel well. And then also it slows down the weight, the dopamine levels and the serotonin levels. So you don't have that high and all that energy.
Correct. But
so, yeah, and it's just like, and I don't want to get down to no 160, 150. No, that's not.
That's not your ultimate goal.
No.
Yeah.
No. I need curves. I'm grown. I'm a grown woman.
You'll still have curves here and there. Don't get, you know, don't get discouraged to think that they're going to go away. Where her hands been. Okay. Feedback is gone. Yay.
Feedback is gone.
General Jacoby came and fixed it for us.
Remember the old station when he used to go?
Yeah.
And I learned when that's turned up, it's picking up through its background as well too.
That's what I was thinking.
So it causes a double feedback. Turn that all the way down. Just let the volume come through the mic.
See, you're never too old to learn something, right, Jacoby?
You're never too old to learn. Stop learning, stop growing.
Well, in that case, stop learning.
Yeah, so we have our ab challenge.
We have an ab challenge.
4th, day before my birthday.
If you guys want to join us, go to Mind Elev8tion and join in.
Sure.
It's $100 to a nonprofit organization of your choice of children to support children.
And you can donate anything. You know, I don't want
your time.
Yeah, your time.
Clothes.
If you got $10,
products,
that would be just fantastic.
Right.
So anything that you can give
you have to post a before and after picture.
Yes.
Oh my God, am I putting myself in that?
I don't want to post.
Right. Shit. Out there.
Well, I'm doing mine live. So I'm waiting.
Yeah, you see us. You see us already.
You see us already. So you see all this voluptuousness.
Verbacious. The verbacious curves.
Verbaciously fluffy.
So then
I'm going to be weighing in live.
Every week when she comes in on Monday.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody say every week.
Every Monday, girl. You got to tell them what you wear so that way they know that you're doing it. Don't be scared.
You're going to put me all over blast like that.
I'm sorry. Were you not here when they took my hot fries and crushed them like it was sand? That's how this whole ab challenge started. Not only that, when I came in here with the juice, you wanted to grab it.
That was like
right.
900 milligrams.
So go ahead.
You should have been
better
shaming
choice.
yourself.
I was not because I was.
You knew,
I
you
was
knew
good.
Better.
I was good.
No
I was
sugar.
good. But I was good.
All right, fine.
I was good.
Well, we off Memorial Weekend, so.
So you better have your weight for 2 weeks.
I have next week. And then the weigh-ins the week after that, because time is flying.
It sure is.
Yeah.
So how many pounds are you trying? 13?
I have to get down to 185.
Ooh. We need to bring a scale in here.
No, I better have $100 ready.
Hold on, let me see.
Ain't nobody got no, come on. Wow. Wow, I'm really trying to locate a scale right now so I can weigh in today. After I done ate, mind you. I already ate. And his scale might not even be accurate. You honestly should use a scale every day. You ain't got one. Thank you now. Smart.
She lucked out because if there was a scale over here,
now.
let me tell you,
Now.
she would have been on that scale and we would have put it right up to the screen so you can see.
When did I weigh in? Sunday morning, I weighed in at 198.
And remember, this is just an ab challenge. This isn't a complete body. It's just an ab challenge. We're all trying to get rid of our muffin tops, at least.
I got a whole donut roll. And then this morning it was 196.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was 196.
So it might be all water weight.
Water, yeah.
So if any of you guys have any suggestions or anything that would help our journey, put your ideas at the bottom of this feed or go to Mind Elevation and put it on there. But we answer quickly. But
I'm gonna go hard.
She's already lost 3 pounds from Friday to today?
No, 2 pounds.
2 pounds. So
from Sunday to Monday. So that was probably
water weight
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. I was there too this weekend. I don't feel bad. Like I said I wasn't gonna do this, and I ended up drinking. I think it was 3 beers. So.
And the worst part is it's summer, so it's like spring and the weather, and it's like I'm supposed to be doing this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And my stomach said, "Go ahead and do it." I'm just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
If anybody has any questions or concerns and like to talk it out with us, give us a call, 856-457-5729. Or you can go right underneath this feed and put your questions in, and we'll try to answer them as quickly as we can. We all have issues within our families, relationships, and stuff like that, and sometimes we can't get through them. So guess what? You got a licensed therapist sitting right here who can give you some sound advice. Or if you want some unsound advice, I can help you at that one.
I don't know, depending on the day. I might have to do
because
you might get that from me too.
I believe in living life to the fullest and paying for all your consequences, but at least you learn it's a win-win. So do it. Walk through it, because you never know where life is going to lead you and who you're going to meet along the way. Now, people are so miserable, and they're miserable because of their choices, but they don't realize the power in their choices. You ain't got to stay there if you don't want to.
No, you don't.
And you ain't got to deal with it if you don't want to.
And taking chances is a big major. A lot of people miss out on a lot of things in life because they're scared to take chances.
Yeah.
Relationships, jobs, a whole lot of things.
I think I veer to relationships because everyone you meet, they have a problem within their relationship. Whether it's petty or major, it's still a problem that they can't find a solution to. So first thing they ask you is, how did you? Look, how did I just did it. You walk through the fire and you figure it out, and then you get the wisdom and the understanding, and then you love regardless. It's not that difficult. Yeah, there's a bunch of screwy people out there.
A lot.
Yep.
A lot.
I posted this morning, selfless people are God's gift to this earth. When you see somebody who's willing to give you the shirt off their back, do whatever it takes to make sure you're good while they're good,
then those are the type of people that you really need to.
Yeah, those are those selfless people that God put on this earth. They're not dumb. They're not ignorant. They're not naive. God gave them an extra portion of understanding to see that you're a fool.
And as you know, so throwing subliminal messages with our eyes at each other. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. And I think it's just like social media has just made people so indispensable nowadays. Like the minute somebody and I'm a chance taker when it comes to relationships. I do take chances. I'm not a bitter person. You know, I don't say, oh, well, that last relationship didn't work. They all suck. You know, I don't do that. But I think with social media nowadays is that people now don't want to. It's like the minute they just
first red flag, they're out.
They're out. Now me, it's gotta be a red flag.
Mess with her money or her time.
Or I see symptoms. If I see symptoms.
What type of symptoms are we talking about, Sal?
You might potentially be on my caseload. I cannot help you. I'll be in a relationship with you. Yes. So that is like, No.
Right. But, you know, it's important nowadays to be one of them selfless people. You know, I mean, Trump has come into this office and has divided this country in ways I didn't think was possible. Like if we're back in the 60s.
Well, it is majorly, and it's to the point. I was reading some of the post-traumatic slave syndrome by Dr. Joy DeGruy last night, and she was talking about how, and it's, you don't think about it until you actually, when I was reading it, about how we're so conditioned, and it's starting to almost become like we're reverting back to the 60s where that mentality, and people think, oh no, we're stronger now, but we still have those ways of the way we do things. Like she was, for example, in the book, she was talking about how she's seen an African-American mother in the bank line with her kids. And the kids were like right on her legs. And she's like, don't move. Don't go anywhere. Don't go over here. And there's a Caucasian woman with her children, about the same age. And her son's over here, exploring. And he's over here exploring and,
right,
doing different things, but we keep our children close. Like, don't touch anything. What does your mom say when you go to the grocery? Don't touch it. Don't ask it. Don't stay right here.
Don't move.
Don't move. Mm-hmm. And then it's like that comes from slavery. Like we've been conditioned that our place is not here. Only Caucasian people can roam and they can explore, and we can't.
Yep.
Like you stay right here.
Yep.
And another example in the book she had was when one of the women, a Caucasian mother, it was an African-American lady and a Caucasian lady. And that African-American lady said to the Caucasian lady, oh, your son's doing well. She's like, oh, yes, he's doing this. And, oh, he does that and does that. And, he's great at this. And then she said, oh, your son's doing great, too. And she was like, oh, the African-American lady was like, oh, he's a mess at home. And we do, if you think about it, when you hear black women or black men talk about their children, we don't give them that full praise. We always pick out something that they're doing wrong or something and that comes from during slavery times when, Massa would be looking at the younger kids and be like, oh, she's ripe for picking. And they'd be like, oh, no, she ain't worth nothing. She ain't,
Right.
Just kind of just to protect the children.
Right.
And it's become to the point, but that's ingrained in us. And they said it's almost like the trauma from slavery can almost like change your genetic makeup.
Oh, most definitely.
Like oh my God, that book is like
it
fantastic.
It instills so much fear into you that you can't move beyond that position. What's the name of the book?
Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome by Dr. Joy DeGruy.
Okay, put that on Mind Elevation so anybody else who's interested, you guys can talk back and forth about it. But I think it's a really and the woman that impactful book.
Dr. Joy DeGruy, the woman that supervised me for my clinical hours, Dr. Valerie Newman, she actually got help from Dr. Joy DeGruy to write her dissertation.
Wow.
So yeah, when she said that, I was like, oh, you know, I felt like I was meeting a person.
So okay, tell me about the author. Tell me about the author. What is she? What's about? What's
Dr. Joy DeGruy, she, I don't know too much, like I didn't read her bio, but she has a lot of things on, like, she does a lot of lectures and everything like that, and she talks about, many is just African-American studies. She does a lot of African-American studies, been over to Africa, studied over there. She is phenomenal, like phenomenal.
Wow, how many books do you think has out there?
Oh, she has out a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, and I went to the La Única.
Okay.
La Unique, La Única.
La Única.
La Única. It's La Única. Okay, the African American bookstore in Camden.
Okay.
And I went there. I was like in heaven.
Wow.
I was in heaven.
So there's an African book store.
Yes.
Less than 45 minutes.
Yes, right in Camden on, I think it's 113 or 6th Street.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty
it's
sure.
Right near the Wells Fargo.
Get out there and take your kids out there. You know what I mean?
They have children's books. They have jewelry.
Let them see what their culture up close looks like and what they can possibly become if they, stick to it. Journalism is a big, powerful, just like radio, force. Here it is. You're reading somebody else's thoughts and experiences that you can apply to your life. It's called wisdom, exchanging wisdom.
And he has a gallery there. He was doing, he was rearranging it at that point. Okay. So he has a gallery back there with
nice
artifacts and clothing and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, I was in like heaven.
African bookstore. Come on, people. Come and support. These places need our dollars in order to keep nourishing the communities. If they don't get our dollars, they can't keep nourishing our communities. And you'll have more Walmarts and Targets and things like that. That don't carry.
They do not carry.
They don't carry. You have to order it online, and and then it becomes a conspiracy.
And I still could never find it online. I tried Amazon. I was trying everywhere for this book.
It becomes a conspiracy.
Also, I could never find them online.
Wow.
Barnes and Nobles. Why? I tried to go look at Barnes and Nobles. I don't know why. I said maybe.
If President Trump wants to make America great again, let's show him what great really looks like. Okay?
But it's amazing how now, I mean, we're just getting, it's one thing or another. They will find some kind of way to exert privilege.
Right. But the thing
because now we're getting phone calls if we walk and we don't say hi.
Right.
Right. Next, if we don't breathe right, like they weren't breathing.
Exactly. Like the what are you talking about? The Bob Marley's granddaughter.
Marley's, yeah. And then there was one where the people were out barbecuing and the lady called. Yeah. Some boy was sleeping in the dorm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She fell asleep working on a paper and said that's not a place to sleep. Yeah. She lived there and then wanted to see her ID and the whole nine. She didn't have to show them ID. There was nothing that she was doing wrong. So, educate yourselves and understand that a lot of the information they keep from us is because they don't want us to know where we truly come from.
And now the remakes, what's that child name?
Which one?
She did September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh.
What's her name?
Oh my God.
Oh God, I was so disgusted. I said, why? What is her name?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. So
yes.
I said, what in the what?
Did you hear it? But did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it.
My question was why and who?
Who said to her that was okay?
And who though? But who? Who actually sat there and said, yeah, you could really work this? Because I want to slap them first.
Better than Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I want to slap them first.
And then they remade, I just seen a video, I think it was this morning, America.
Oh, with the white lady?
With the white lady,
about women? She did it towards women, quote unquote.
But this is my thing. I said, that's privilege.
Yeah.
That is privilege. That's what you call privilege.
Yeah.
What makes you think anything we do, you just want to just snatch it away and try to redo it to make it better.
Yep.
That's privilege.
Well,
that is privilege. Something that was great, you just
jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, it's like they can't have it because they created something great. So we're going to take it and we're going to try to remake it so that way we can claim great privilege.
True.
I said, why would she touch Earth, Wind, and Fire?
The sacred grail. The sacred grail.
Yes, I'm like, who?
The sacred grail
of
our culture. Yeah.
Taylor Swift's all right. Her music's okay. She's
a little pop star. She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute. But I swear, if I could have reached, I said, who told her to touch? That's Earth. You can't do that.
But she did. She did it. She did it. She did it. You know what I mean? And
Jesus help.
But
why?
I'm wondering, that's going to go down as legacy. That'll never disappear on how she stepped up into that song. There's no way.
And they'll swear it was the greatest thing she ever did in her life. Just to take that away from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
She invented the song. She remastered it.
Taylor Swift remastered the song. Just like cornrows. They swear they invented cornrows.
Let's not go on that because I know where this one's going to lead, and I don't want to talk about Kardashians.
That's what you call privilege.
Don't want to talk about the Kardashians.
That's what you call privilege.
I think a lot of the Kardashians, business-wise, smart.
Yes.
But morally decayed. You know, I don't want their decisions or their decisions for their life, and that would be their consequences. But it's a shame that money can buy their consequences. They'll never get to taste half the stuff that they've done to others. They don't see it. You know what I mean? They don't see it. They think it's okay to take other people's men, morally wrong.
And then cry when he cheat on you. What? Why are you crying? You should have ate that one. You should have said, well, okay.
The way I got him is the same way I'm going to do me.
This is how I'm going to lose him.
No, this is how he going to do me.
Yeah.
You know? And then to bring children into that same dysfunction, it's kind of like, you know, we can't complain about where we are in this society. We allow it.
Yeah.
We allow it. Our government is so childish right now. We're allowing it. Don't we have a vote?
And the voting is coming up June 5th.
Right.
Day of my birthday, people. The primaries. The day of my birthday.
So, you know, we really got to get out there and exercise it. What, you know, you hear everybody sit there and say it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. How do you really know?
And if you think there was some kind of fraud or some kind of, you know, flim-flam against the voting, I have a right to scream and yell because I voted.
Remember
so if I believe that there's some kind of, you know, something running and count all the votes, I have a right to be. I have a right.
But the thing is that we don't even know, the new generation, the 18-year-olds all the way up to the 30-year-olds, some of them don't even know our rights. We had the Million Man March. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
If we can have a Million Man March and have over 1 million people at the White House, what can we do to get Trump out in the same concept of ways? Same way. Protesting, quiet protesting, educated, strategic protesting. That's it. You don't want Trump in there? Get people together. Just like we got the Million Man March and we have buses coming from all over, planes and everything else, just trying to get the D.C. to show them what our worth is. Why aren't we exercising that now? But we can exercise our dollars to go put money into the Black Panther.
Several times.
Okay, so
several times. When they have new Jordans coming out.
Right. Or new iPhones, iWatches, anything electronic, anything of entertainment, we will go and spend our money. We don't care if it's taken for the rent, from
and
the
that's
food,
what
nothing.
The video.
Right.
This is America was. Because, like, you notice he was dancing. Everybody's dancing.
And
all
the background,
this chaos. Somebody's falling off, getting, you know, there's a
murder,
white horse with death riding by. And nobody's focused on that because we're just so involved with entertainment.
Right. I'm so pretty.
Yeah, we just want to be entertained.
Right.
You know, kids was on the cell phone. Like, all this chaos is going on. People are so, like, focused on stuff that
on vanity.
Really,
on vanity when you break it down. Right. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be around forever. But to sit here and not be able to get 1 million people march to overturn our government, come on, man. The government, it was made for the people, not the government. Correct?
And I think it's, and a lot of it too, is we have these subdivisions of the women's movement. We have Black Lives Matter movement. We got gay movement here. It needs to be one movement.
Right.
Because now what it happens is, like, you're focused on your platform, you're focused on your platform, you're focused on your platform, instead of everybody coming together and focusing on one platform, which is we have a president in the seat, the highest seat possible, who's a moron, basically. Can I say that on air?
You sure can.
Okay.
You sure can.
The FBI won't be at my job tomorrow. Right?
And if they are, we'll just get 1 million people over there.
Catch me Wednesday. But that's the main focus, is getting him out of office.
Right.
And what happens is, like, you have 60,000 people over here, 60,000 people over here. and 60,000 over here. Instead of that, it should be 180.
Right.
Yes.
Right. We need to do better than what we're doing. There's no way. Sorry, just answering Facebook. We got to do better. We definitely have to do better.
Because this is I've never seen this just being allowed, this type of nonsense from a president. It's amazing. It's just unbelievable. It's just like.
And we continue it.
How is he still in office? That's my whole thing.
Well, remember when the primaries are? June what?
June 5th. My birthday, the primaries.
Okay. So if everybody's so tired of this person being, I don't even want to say his name, kind of just like
it
dries my mouth out.
But anytime I just see something, like, ugh.
But we can go on and make a change, but we have to be together on it. Together, yes. Unity, harmony, get that clarity going and get out there and
I don't know if it's because I know I would never have dreamed that I'd have a president like him. Like, I never, and not saying like Bush or Reagan and all, they had their shadiness, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. They shady, underhanded, war on drugs. Yeah, that works. It just criminalized a whole bunch of African American men.
Right.
But I never thought I'd have a president like pay strippers off. Like I just never dreamed that they would allow this.
This is true. Elev8tion Radio. I'm good. How are you? You're live on the air.
This is your boy Jermaine Benjamin calling in. I'm here.
Hey.
Political talk. I just want to add a little comment to what some of the things you're saying about. The last thing the lady said about why he's still in office. The same way the black mental has not arose to become unified, the same way white mental unified. The same mentality of slavery and the whole white privilege and the whole nine. Trump ain't going nowhere. The fabric of America is designed to be the way it is from the time they started this whole country in colonial days. Until we learn how to separate ourselves from all the nonsense that we plague ourselves with and begin to move at a unified force, that's the only thing you're going to see a major change. White people don't have to change. They don't have to apologize. They don't have to do anything. They are allowed to hate. They're allowed to dislike. They're allowed to do the things that they're doing because this is how it was built for them. Until we take a step back and learn the history and put past all the the differences that we had with one another, and then start focus on the individual differences within yourself, and then each person gravitate to that positivity. That's the only time that you're going to see a major change, because that's why we're constantly having dialogue, constantly talking about the president, constantly talking about why we still acting this way, because we never had a chance to heal. And when things came along to help us heal mentally, was torn away. Somebody got assassinated, or this person got locked up, or he was deemed that they was bad, the Black Panther movement. And the list goes on and on and on to the present day. And until everybody say, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of spending my money. I'm tired of paying these taxes for all the things that I'm not getting any justice from. That's when you'll start seeing the evolution that will not be televised. And that's pretty much my comment and my take on this, because I'm like, not that I'm tired of hearing about it, it's just, it's worrisome to continue to hear about it and no one is moving upon it.
I agree.
Financial infrastructure of black people is at an all-time low. We spend more money than any race, way more money.
Yep.
We don't get nothing back from the churches. We put billions of dollars in the churches' hands.
Mm-hmm.
We still have people homeless. We still have people can't even pay their rent. We still have, all this stuff still going on. And then that's the question I ask to the masses is, what are you doing to contribute to the change in your society, in your community? Are you voting for the local politicians that can make drastic change right then and there?
And are you holding them accountable?
Real quick, I was playing a live. I had a live Saturday, right before I went into the Grand Plaza and did some security. And I put my phone out, and I saw 15 Latino stores operating in unison next to each other. Live for Wade this, that, and all this, that, the third on Landis Avenue. And I looked around, where's the black businesses at? Oh, we got Michelle's Kitchen, oh, we got Allen's Kitchen, we got
the layup.
The layup, yeah.
We got a few barbershops, but we don't have anything of servitude of merchandising. We're not selling any merchandising. You and the Chinese guys are paying computers on Landis Avenue. You know what I'm saying? You don't see anything of us contributing, but I bet we spend a lot of money at everything in that town on anybody.
Correct.
That's the question, and that's the sad part. And I think, I'm not bashing Latino people. They supposed to. They didn't have to go through the harshness. They had a whole country to the face. Puerto Rico. They had a whole country. Dominica had a whole country to practice the mental unity that they need to be as one to be able to come to the United States and start practicing businesses and help their community grow. They have politicians. And we have about 50% of violence police force is Latino. You know what I'm saying? That's the things that people overlook at. They want to, don't get upset. Get upset yourself. You know what I'm saying? All the old school hustlers that did all that hustling, they are now one store. They buy that one abandoned building, did not invest anything in real estate. Get locked up, all their money stripped, can't even come back and work around money, can't even get a job.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And then our sisters, our black sisters, have all everything at their feet. And I tell any black sister that don't have a $50,000 to $60,000 job, there's something wrong with her. Because the government has set it aside that we will give you every assistance you can to continue to walk away from your man. Because we're not giving him nothing. But I'll give you business loans, $9 billion is generated by female business owners. So they're willing to give money to the sisters with no problem. All your nursing jobs and everything. But we still see these sisters still not taking that advantage and stripping the community. That selfishness kick in. I'm good. I'm bougie. I got my job. I'm all right. I got my little car. I got my little house. I don't need nothing. Nothing. That's how everybody's moving. And that's why we're not getting nowhere.
Right. Cumberland County is considered an empowerment zone, and we have been an empowerment zone for decades. You know, everything that you're saying is true. We're not supposed to repeat history. We're supposed to change history. But until we are confident enough in our actions and confident enough in our culture and confident enough in who we are and where we came from and where we're going, we're never going to be there. We have the biggest issue of unity.
And there is
of a
culture.
culture.
And I was trying to look at it, and I was just reading it this morning, and it's, I forgot the word, but she was saying in the African language, it means we have to go backwards and learn where we came from in order to go
To propel
forward.
us forward.
And I say that a lot about, like, when they talk about Jewish people in the Holocaust and African Americans in slavery. The one thing, Jewish people kept their heritage.
They united.
They kept their heritage. They stayed together. They kept their heritage. Jewish people are very close-knit. They work within their own community. They kept their language. They have kept their ideas. They have kept their,
culture.
They have kept it. We have lost everything.
What we need to do is, like what Jermaine was saying, is heal ourselves. And the ones that are healed, they look at us completely out of balance. Like, oh, she's bougie, or she's whitewashed, or she's this, or she's that. No. It's because I'm entitled to whatever it is that my heart desires. And it doesn't matter what color skin I have, where I came from, what my education, what my finances are. I still have the opportunity to, once you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, those feet hit the floor, you have every resource you need for those 24 hours.
And I noticed that's what happens with a lot of African Americans.
They like to downplay ourselves. Like, we're not worthy enough.
Downplay yourself, and then the ones that do get, we go, we work,
the $50,000, $60,000 a year.
Now you bougie. Now you don't understand.
And the reason why that they think we're bougie is because sometimes not all of us, and you can probably say this too, Jermaine, a lot of them forget where they come from because now they've walked into another social class.
And sometimes it's when you try to extend that hand, that person isn't healed yet.
Right.
And so then they knock your hand away and say, oh, you think you're better. No, I'm bringing you to where I am. I'm helping you come to where I am.
Benjamin, how would you see it? What would be the first step in your perspective to change it?
One thing perspective would be to don't look in the back no more. Look where you're at right now and start looking forward. Look at my surroundings. How do I change the way I view life? How do I change me to fit the agenda that can help propel my family, my whole media circle, and everybody has to start looking at the now. We can't look at the back past. You know that if you know history, you know the basics that this is not designed for us to be, ahead. Because we still are considered 3/4 men in the Constitution, which they hold on very much so. Because nobody has talked or marched about changing the Constitution. We're always talking about civil rights. Civil rights is nothing but a bill that was passed that can be taken away. Rights that was given by men can be taken away and can put us back until we can get leverage and say, you know what? I want to be considered American. I'm not black. You know what I'm saying? I am American. I am part of this soil. I'm a part of this country. I have shaped and pushed this country to be where it's at to this day, because without us, they would not be them. And that's the thing that people have to look at, the now aspect. Like, how do I let them know my worth? You got to create your worth. You have to have a high self-esteem about yourself, and that, you know what, I'm going to create my lane. If I can't get this Fortune 500 company to look at me, I'm going to create my Fortune 500. You know what I'm saying? We too busy want to be servant still. We want to work for somebody. We still go to college to get a job. We don't go to college to understand how to business or capitalism and economics, right? We go and get a psychology degree. We go and get criminal justice degree. Not knocking none of the people from trying to get their
I was
money.
going to say, hey.
I was going to say, hey. No one's going to college to learn a business or how to run their own business.
But, and it's like, even with, like, because I have a social work degree, but which can propel me into having my own practice, which is my goal. You know, so you still have to, even when you have those criminal justice degrees, you can still go into business for yourself.
Exactly. That's the thing is, my whole thing is, I'm not speaking of you. I'm just saying a lot of the individuals, that's why I go back to the selfishness things that I talk about. A lot of our people that get their degrees and get their higher education and get their acceptance to say, hey, I'm smart enough to work for you, they go to work and get locked in on that $60,000, that $80,000, that $100,000 year job and fall all the way out of existence. I don't want no problem. I'm not doing no marching. I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's where it lands on both sides. Not the people that's not educated, that don't know no better. It's the ones that know better have to show the ones that don't know better how they can get to that plateau. You know what I'm saying? Because we take this is like this. This is a prime example in parenthood. You know, we push our daughters educate, smart. We always pushing the books. You know, books, no boys.
Books, no boys.
Boy, you better get out there and play that football game and play that basketball game. You know what I'm saying? We push our children, you know what I'm saying?
Differently, like,
a lot.
Yes, with boys, we really push them more athletically.
You don't push them academically.
You don't. A lot of people don't.
I can see you being a lawyer. I can see you owning your own practice. You're healthy. You're very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We still have these, how you say, these old ways of raising our children. Boys don't cry. You gotta be calm. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're that. You're pretty, oh my God, let them know how you want to work that girl. These things we keep doing, and this is why we got a society repeated. Repeat us bastards and I can't curse, but a lot of these sisters are, professionals, you know what I'm saying, and doing nothing. And this is the problem. We got our own problems, and we got to start getting psychological help. We got to sit on that couch and let the demons out and talk about
yes.
these things. We got to get there and talk to people that can help with this thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do. You got to identify what is your problem within self. And then you got to work on that. And then, hey, y'all, I'm feeling great about myself. Hi, my name is Jermaine. I come from a beautiful family, a beautiful wife, and a kid. I'm here trying to do better. Because anyone assists me of doing better, that's that. We don't have enough people asking questions or asking for help. I can do it on my own. I'm going to go over here and work here. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's why we're not getting together. We have to take a self-look self to start making a change. We have to not like your current situation and how you do things to make it work. And when you got this religion over here and you got this situation over here. The confusion is baffling.
And
I don't know. Huh?
That's what I was talking about. Like when she said going back to understand your history to get, to propel yourself to the future, and it was like different words, but I understand that in the aspect of history, not as far as, Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated in I'm talking your natural born African roots. I noticed when I started to educate myself more about my true history, I was already proud, but when I educated myself about my true history, where our true religion came from, everything that was taken from us, that, and I just sometimes think back and say, oh my God, if we would have just stayed I probably would have been some queen somewhere, sitting somewhere, and it's like, that's when you
think about what ruined the dynasty. Love in the aspect of the Egyptian culture. Cleopatra falling in love with Mark Antony was actually our ruin. You know what I'm saying? She let the Romans in to hope, save, and not have a lot of bloodshed, and that was our downfall. And that was the particular downfall of our royalty. But people don't know that. We stopped here at segregation, civil rights, and slavery. We don't look at where we was at, or what books of Dr. Ben Johnson and some of our founding forefathers that went and dug up the dirt and found our rightful realm. We don't have people speaking about these individuals, because I'm on the same enlightenment as you, because that's what I did. I went back and found the origin. Because once you find the origin, 325 Council of Nice.
And it's a different pride that you have when you know, like, your real true. And some people are already proud, but when you really know your history of where we came from, who we're supposed to be, it's a different type of pride that you have.
It's a different type of pride.
Because I look around sometimes and I'm like, I see, people, and I'm like, gosh, do you realize where we could be? Like, do you realize how great and we could be running this country?
We sure can.
We could be running this country.
And that's
Yes, you can.
that's what I was saying, that if we can generate that much money for a movie, we can gather 1 million men to march on Washington. We have all the resources we need to change it for our own people, but we're not doing anything about it.
We're not. And like I said, we have social media right now, and it's allowing us to be able to air our movies and our ideas, and we have different, YouTube and World Star, that we can utilize them to our benefits, or create our own, networking channel and web, and put our own movies out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we don't have to go to Paramount Studios in LA to make a movie. We film the movie right there on Landis Avenue. Just get the permits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are things you have to want to do. And then, once you create it, we just hope that we have enough people that will support it. And that's where it's just like, I don't know, it's mind-boggling that when you have knowledge of yourself, and it hurts that we continue to be backwards about all of it. Like, we won't support something if it's not on the main screen. If I am not wearing gold jewelry or putting rims on my car and I'm flashing money, I'm not popping. You know what I'm saying? And I could be doing something on some plain stuff, and I can't get the support from my neighboring, people. And I go, how do you expect me to get there? You know what I'm saying? I have to do all these other things and track negativity vibes and fake stuff to get you to pay attention. I don't want it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it. And that's the problem, man. I'm sick about a lot of things with our people. The N-word hate, we're more racist toward each other than the white people are. We hate ourselves too much.
I was watching a documentary about that this morning, and it was saying on how, and this is just information out there, how the white culture controls all of our means, housing, finances, healthcare, all those things. And then when you turn around and you use the coin on the other hand, what do we have that threatens the white population? Nothing.
Not one thing.
Nothing.
Not one thing.
Nothing. So when you look at that and you register that and you let that digest, it makes you stop and think, okay, people, shake up, wake up, get back on that trail, because it's not supposed to be like this. Unity is unity. Harmony is harmony. That means I don't see your color. That means I see you, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, willing to get into the trenches with me to build something that's going to be a legacy for the following generations.
Well, when they talk about not seeing color actually almost diminish. I want you to see my color. Like, I need you to see me because I go through different experiences. So, But we really shouldn't, with all the information that we had going back, we shouldn't be looking at color. We should look at color, but not as a stigma or discrimination against me, but know that I am black. When I go out that door, I have a different experience than you do. So recognize that, because then it's almost like you're diminishing my experiences, like you're diminishing what I go through.
Right.
But it's because I've plenty of people, Caucasian people, that are down with the cause, that are fight. Some of them fight harder than black folks. So it's kind of like.
But that's what I'm saying.
That just like we've evolved in everything else but this. But economically, we are in controlling anything. They control everything. Everything.
But no matter how much education we get, like he's saying, it takes so hard for us to get into that position. And then when we do get into that position, look at Carson.
Oh, God. God, please don't. Why'd you bring it? See, that's another name that makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Oh. God, he makes me sick.
You know, Ben
Carson.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Aunt Maxine's going to get him, though, but...
Oh, that's my girl. Shit,
but Ben Carson was, I think the last thing he was in was trying to raise the
levels for the low-income housing.
Right, to raise them, knowing that their money hasn't even been changed by a couple cents.
And if you look at it's like a deeper, they break it down, and it's only it would be for the elderly and disabled will be excluded for, I think, 5 or 6 years or something.
That's crazy.
But that's not going to fix the issue.
But that's what I'm saying. Here is this, here is this man of color with an education, sitting in a public office, having the ability to be that freedom fighter, but yet falls right into line with Matrix. Just falls right into line.
I don't think he just got common sense, because remember he said that they never got government assistance, but then he said his mom got food stamps. Hello.
What is that? Yeah.
It's government assistance.
Where you coming from?
I don't think he ain't that bright. I think his mama sheltered him from all. She probably was like, just stay in the house, don't go out there get hurt. Yeah, he's just kind of not in touch with the people, like, at all. Like, at all.
What did you think about the public lynching of Bill Cosby? What is your opinion on that?
That's because it is 6:30. We might have to call in for that one next week.
That's gonna be a long one, Jermaine.
That's a long one. Yeah, that's a long one.
I want to make one comment.
Go ahead.
About our black men. All our black men, somehow that talks about obtain exit by death. Prince, Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, do the history of Prince when he put slave on the side of the stage. And he repped that years later. They waited 10 years later to pretty much get rid of him, but they say, oh, he overdosed. He didn't overdose. Michael Jackson was killed. Mike had 61% of songs. Mike was talking a lot of positive change. He was trying to make change with his money. Bill Cosby, people started to realize right before his son passed away, son was murdered. Was not killed in an accident or a well-freak accident. Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. And that's where that long battle goes to why Bill Cosby got crucified in the public eye. People didn't know Bill was actually building a black empire behind closed doors quietly by sending black kids to college and paying for them. The only way they can strip them of all rights and get people to turn their back on them, put a race charge on them with some hideous-looking white women.
From 20 million decades ago.
Bill didn't do that. Part of back in the day, there was a lot of different things that we did, black men did back in the day, that was borderline suspect. I will admit that.
Yeah, like R. Kelly?
And look,
That's yeah. But then, and the thing is, like, my deal is, okay, if Bill did it, which he said he claimed he did it, that, okay, but what about all the other?
Charlie Sheen giving
HIV, you having sex with women unprotected, knowing you have HIV.
That's attempted murder.
That's, yeah. So he's still free.
All of Hollywood, that casting couch, the casting couch, Monique exposed it. It's out there. The fact is, when they give black people money, there's a person that come along and say, hey, I can take this from you in the blink of an eye. Proof it. Did it to Dave Chappelle. Fact. That's what I'm trying to say. When you try to make some change, like what Tupac situation, him and the Buckshot from the Black Moon and all them was doing some backdoor underground stuff or trying to go with an all-black basketball league or all-black football league. It's called One Nation. The government, the FBI got a hold of Tupac and my man's book, and next thing you know, Tupac got framed for rape. Next thing you know, years later, he gets murdered. That's what I'm trying to say is that some of the things that we want to do as black men is definitely we're being castrated in front of everybody.
Oh, most definitely.
Not going to let a black man lead. Only way you can get down, you have to suck and jive and turn a blind eye to society.
It's the 2018 lynching.
Yeah. They're gonna lynch you with your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna take your money.
I mean, since they know that they can't physically lynch you.
Yeah, your livelihood or your money.
Yeah, they're just gonna make sure they lynch you in other ways that'll affect you.
And this is why I say all of this. Like, I say a lot of things, I see things totally different from a lot of men. The gay agenda. The gay agenda is to show you what unity is from that perspective. They're unified. They got politicians. They got a lot of things going on. Their money is talking.
And that's what I said about the Jewish culture. Like, I think it's African. We have lost that. They are... Jewish culture, they are going to they are going to buy Jewish, whether
the food is good whether the clothes are bad, they're
going to support each other. We do not do that. But they have kept their culture, they have kept their heritage, they have kept their language. We have lost all that, and we need to get that back in order to feel that sense of community and that sense of, being and loving one another and building each other up. But Jermaine, it is 6:35, and I appreciate you calling.
Thank you.
Remember, we're on every Monday. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me. Y'all have a blessed week, and we try to do this again soon.
All right.
That's all right. You have a good week, too.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. So this was a very good topic.
Yes.
Yeah, we have great topics when we just come in here blank, because I was so blank. I was blank. I was rushing from work, and I was blank.
Well, we all were. It's that Monday. And is next week is Memorial Day weekend?
No.
Okay.
The week after.
Look, I'm looking to party.
See you. Yeah. Next week we will.
Anybody who have any barbecues, let us know in advance so we can put them on our timeline. So
water only. I'm drinking water only.
No, she's not. No,
yes, I am.
You said Monday through Thursday.
I had Tiger that weekend too.
Oh, so you babysitting?
Puppy sitting my baby. But we have, and also on June 4th, we're gonna have on masseuse.
Yes, his name is Noel, and he is from North Carolina, but he's a traveling licensed masseuse. He's not one of those people that you go to like a spa. He's actually one of those that is also a physical therapist / a masseuse. So if you are athletic and you need your muscles pulled and deep tissue and all that nice, warm, gushy stuff, he takes care of it. And he will be here. He's also offering gift certificates. You can give us a call at the station, 457-7207.
Oh, that's another number.
Yeah, that's the main office number, and that is in order to get in touch with him. He comes to your home. He does parties, girls' nights, weddings. He does it all. This self-esteem chair is just sliding
down. Oh, you are sinking into that sunken place. Sharon's going into the sunken place. I just see you no longer.
So his name is Masseuse by Noel. He's on Facebook. He is on Instagram. He will be here, and he will also give us massages while on the air.
On my birthday.
Listen, yeah, on the 4th. On the 4th.
Well,
but she's only getting it. She's only getting it if she reaches that.
Oh no, I'm getting
Go.
whether I reach it or not.
Go.
I'm
So
gonna get me massage. I missed my massages for May, so
come on out this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Support the ballroom online dancing, $7 with Audrey
Carter. Yes, that's my girl.
Audrey Carter. So make sure you come on here on a Thursday, $7 from 6 to 8:30, 9 o'clock around there. But she has a great team. It's a great workup. Every time I come here after, these women out here sweating but having a good old time.
And what time is it Tuesday?
No, she's not doing anything. We don't have anything on Tuesdays here.
What day did you say?
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
And
what time to what time?
From 6:30 to 8. I want to say 8, 9 o'clock around there. But we have a lot going on. Keep liking us on Mind Elevation, on Elev8tion Radio, and Imperial, because we also have a recording studio.
Yes, we do.
So if you know any artists, the studio is open 24 hours by appointment only. Give them a call, 457-7207. But besides that, we will see
you next Monday. Everybody have a good week.
Yep.
Be productive.
And stay learning.
Yes.
Stay learning. It's important.
Growing.